go pee. I'm sorry. It's one of those things, man. You gotta go, you gotta go. It's still 4 minutes and 30 seconds because I need you guys to do something for me. I appreciate it very, very much for those who can. Big boss boy. Hell yeah, dude. Best squad. If you guys are the real ones, if you guys want to help. The world. Okay? And I'll keep doing customs again and again and again and again. And, 1 second. Click this link. It's up to the person who lent me this account, my best friend, Shalarius. Lent me this account, who's taking a break in Fortnite right now, so we can run, customs. It would mean a lot. If it's not working, it's okay. I appreciate you for at least trying, man. So click the YouTube link and the Twitch link and just follow and then sub to the YouTube. That would mean a lot. Okay? We're getting more people. You see, the more we're away, the more people will load up. Bye. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Bet you didn't wash your hands. Hell yeah, I did, Rias. What's up, Rias? How you doing?
Hello? Shock? Okay, buddy. Let's go salty.
I'm passing it. Here's the cocaine.
Who's raping you?
Why are you talking about smoke cocaine? I use cocaine, bro.
Who is raping him?
What?
Who is raping him?
Oh, probably my cousin.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry he told you I was using cocaine, bro. I'm sorry.
All you was doing was getting raped. That's all I know.
What?
All I know is that he was getting raped.
Oh, yeah. What the? I was
There's a
kind of hoping I
player.
was getting
Is he
the
gonna be
streamer,
friends?
but you know.
Yeah,
Have you ever been? Shut up. No, you. Oh yeah, you can't fight till third zone. Forgot about that. First game in the stream. Sorry. Shut up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my brother and cousin are a little annoying.
Yeah, you're being butt raped.
Yes, I am. How would you know? If someone shoots me, can I kill them?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I place a trap and they walk into it? That's their fault, right?
I have no idea. That's what I was wondering. What if I walk into a trap?
Oh, I really want to kill someone.
Dude, I want this man's sniper. I want this man's sniper. And his ass
You just want to go kill everyone.
No, I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna be that
Yeah,
bot.
Don't be that bot that breaks the rules. You feel?
Yeah. Here, come here to me.
1 sec. I'm picking up my balloons. Wait, what? What the heck? Where'd my SMG go? What the heck? Oh, there it is. Of course. Dang, stat. Alright, I'm coming up.
Okay.
Wherever.
I'm gonna honk it till you come.
No, you.
Yeah, just say I'm gonna honk till you come.
Nice.
Alright, this was a mistake. You're gonna rage now. You ready?
Oh, let's go dance with those fools.
You ready to rage?
What?
You ready to rage?
Yes, I am. Let's win this, alright? I don't feel like losing. Oh no! You bully! Oh shit!
No, I went too low. I went too low. It took me a second to realize. It was like, shit. My plan was to kill you, and I'll run away. That's what I was trying to do. I should have jumped out whenever we were above that one spot.
Well, I would have just died because I had no gliders.
I know, that was the plan. For you to
Yo,
die.
he's reporting you. He's reporting you.
Me? How? He's reporting
Team
that.
kill.
No, the anonymous. He's reporting anonymous. Stream sniping. Stream snip, you can't get banned in customs. Most people don't realize that, but you can't get banned in customs.
You cannot. I know.
Most people
You
don't
cannot.
realize that, though. Most people are like, you can still get banned.
Actually, naked.
Yeah. I don't get why people think you could get banned in customs.
Because they're stupid.
Can't get banned in customs. Dude.
Whoa, yo! 279? Are you spectating this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because that's 260.
Oh, tag, no, I can't. I've done it before. You have to contact support.
Okay, so you have to contact support.
My content, because I do make money off Twitch. I am an affiliate, so it is affecting my content.
And he's gay.
Do you want 1v1?
What?
1v1?
Sure.
Alright, let's go creative right now.
I'm gonna send you a...
Then I will report them, but I need to have video proof of it. I
Crap,
can't just report
I
them,
don't
if
even
not it wouldn't work.
Tank Watson 2. Okay.
Tell him don't kill you, but he did.
Okay.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Invite me.
Thanks for telling me though, I appreciate it. Like, I don't have a problem. For me, it's free content. Like, I get to sit back, chill, and actually I'll be right back, so I'm actually really hungry. So, I get to sit back, chill, and I still keep, grinding Twitch. I'm the Omega's teammate. Yeah, I got you. Well, now that Anonymous left, I gotta find a teammate. Feels bad.
Alright.
Hello?
Hello? Did
What's
not
up?
mean to put it to ground game. I meant to put it to this. Let me get
Oh
rid of
my
the
God.
code.
Ooh, this
The
guy,
stupid code, it won't go away.
It should be away now. Is it?
Nope. Yeah, it's not going away. One sec. Let me leave the lobby real quick and then join back.
Okay.
Like, all they're doing is just, well, I mean, I don't have an eagle, but if I did, they would be feeding my eagle so hard. The fact that, oh my god, I'm getting stream snipe, or oh my god, people actually, like, come into my channel, and do things like this. Like, it's not till you meet these kinds of people online that you know you've made it. So, to all the people who are well banned, thank you so much. And for all the people who are trying to just have fun and chill, I apologize for people like this that don't know what else to do on a Friday
Hello?
night.
Hello?
There we go.
Evade, Heizel, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Boss Squad.
Are we doing zone war style or just actual 1v1?
Zone Wars.
Okay. Kill on site or what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell me this isn't gonna load now. Are you serious? Here, check. What? How's the code back in there? Okay.
Leave
no,
lobby. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I swear I deleted it. Will I wait? Okay, I'm gonna have to try again.
You have to leave the lobby and then.
It's still. It won't delete.
Oh, what? Now mine won't delete.
Okay, it deleted. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, mine deleted.
Alright.
It's not gonna load in.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Alright. How did you load in first? Which one is this?
5.2.
2.0?
No, 5.2.
Oh, I want to do one with pump. I want to do one with the pump.
The what?
With the pump.
Okay.
This one and this one have to pump in it. I'm trying to see which one loads quicker. Alright, go over here. These are both the same one. Alright.
Do not glitch. It's actually stupid. Just don't do it.
I ain't.
By the way, I can tell if you did a glitch because it'll say you died. If
You'll say that you didn't die.
yeah.
You'll be like, you'll just come over here, go right here, do that, but I'm gonna drop off. I just was
Oh, I get
showing
the best weapons. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I died first.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
I mean, I got pretty decent loot too. And by decent, I mean godly. Okay, Buster. Why would I go for that launch? I think the zone's coming up on you. Oh my. You're gonna be a Kobe area, aren't you? My dual partner who's good for Deagle. And who's better than me at building, of course.
Oh my god, you blocked me in. Of course you would. Why would you not?
Oh my god, I got you right there. Sorry about that. You gotta admit, that still was okay, I guess. Did I place one on the other side to make sure you didn't get in through there? It does take a little bit of skill to box out, doesn't it?
No, you literally have to build a ramp. No skill included.
Got him. But you still got me. Let's see, one. Okay. I like this loot. Well, some of it. 2 things in it. It's a beast.
Who's this?
That might be one of my friends. Is he? No, that's your friend.
Yeah, I know he's my friend. I don't know who it is though, because I've never sent a friend request to this dude.
Yo, what's good, dog? What's good?
Hello.
Dog, I'm literally at 19. I'm literally at 19.
So how'd you get my username, by the way?
Mine?
No, how'd you get my username?
What do you mean?
How did you get my username?
I'm Brayden.
I've never. Brayden.
I'm B Decker.
Oh dang, this is you? Okay.
I changed my name. I'm gonna play him.
Wait,
Okay.
what? That took 19?
Makes more sense now. Alright, makes more sense now.
That took 19? Alright, you wanna play some Zone Wars with us?
I thought I played with you with this name, but never not.
No, you played with this. No, not with that name.
I played with B Decker, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I switched to keyboard and I got pretty good at it.
Dang.
I almost qualified for the World Cup and duos.
I would have if I wasn't grounded.
If you weren't what?
Yeah.
If I wasn't grounded, I would have.
Brayden, what's good, dog?
How many Braydens are in your freaking school?
Well, there was like 6. Now there's only like 5. Brayden, where's your mic there, buddy? Brayden, buddy.
I thought you were gonna be up there.
Dude, can you guys leave creative real quick? Because it won't let me get in. It says like unknown error. Like after you guys 1v1 or whatever, can you guys leave?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Like it says checking for updates, but then it like says unknown error, game error and stuff. It's like weird.
That's weird.
Dude, I'm so mad because my other account got hacked and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Don't have anything.
This account was hacked, but I mean, I got it back.
Lucky, you have my old skin. My old skin. My freaking skin that I always used to have. That I used to use.
Yeah, I use this all the time.
Feels bad.
Dog, we literally are doing this like a custom. Okay, I could just pin you right here.
Ben, stop inviting me. I'm not playing. Ben, what's good, dog?
Oh, jeez. I'm scared now. I'm all the way up here, dog.
I'm just saying, Frost Oreo over here. Yes, sir.
No, how much health? Did I even hit you once?
100, 100.
Imagine if I jumped down on you with 220
You
you.
can't turn on your mic.
Alright, leave creative.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute everybody besides you.
Why are you gonna mute me?
It's
I'm eating
Sydney.
this chicken already.
Why are you gonna mute me?
Oh, it's Sydney? Oh, never mind, I won't mute the chicken. Yo, what's good, chicken? Chicken.
She's gonna leave as soon as she finds out it's you.
Bruh. Who knew? Bro, my old skin, dude. I'm so sad. Brother, I hate you, dude. Bro, you don't even know how many skins.
Wait, who's
I used
leader
to
right
have.
now? Oh, Frost. Unknown error. Why does it keep saying unknown error?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to leave and join back.
Yo, who has a code? Who has a code in?
Yeah, who has matchmaking code in?
Who has a matchmaking code in?
Probably me. On my luck. Oh, not me.
It's not me. I don't have
Not
mine.
me.
Not me, I just checked.
Already up and it says unknown error.
How you doing?
Dude, Osmosis is one of the nicest kids I know.
Promote someone else's party
Besides,
leader.
let me play with Kyle. He's so toxic.
Promote someone else's party leader.
Oh my god. We'll be playing with Kyle. And he's
Make
just
me
like,
party
"Look at
leader.
this trash can over here, dude.
Oh my god, shut up,
Look at
I
this
can't hear
trash-
Ben.
He's just like, look at this trash can, dude. Look at this guy.
Yo,
Are you talking
Braden.
trash on you?
Hey, yo, Tank, you wanna go play some duos?
Here, I'm gonna
Yeah.
create a new party, so I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna invite everybody back.
Why is everybody leaving? Holy crapping bag.
Make me. I will invite everybody back.
What do you mean? Stop flexing with my old skin. Literally. Bro, I'm so mad. What do you mean? What do you mean? Alright, yeah, I wanna invite you, Shock.
Alright, let's just go play some duos, Tank.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Creative. Yay.
Okay.
Good. Finally. Wait, what the heck? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Let's go. We're going to play. Goodbye.
Okay.
They fought. There we go.
I'm probably gonna have to take a shower during this match.
Okay.
Billy bounce. Bum 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 bum.
How many points do you have? What division?
I am Division 5, 204 points.
I'm Division 5 as well.
On my other account, I am Division 6 and I have 170 points. I lost a lot. I could
can
never
tell.
gain a point. I think I got up to like 240 as my record. What division
Dang.
you? What division are you?
Oh, me Division 5.
Okay. Who was at Division 7?
My friend.
Dang. How old is he?
13.
Okay, he's at the age where he can.
I am 13 as well. So,
I am
hey, would you
12.
like to join our? Would you like to join our clan?
I'm already
I mean,
in
I know
one.
you're 12. Oh, you are?
Yeah. Me and my friend made one.
Mm.
It's
So
called
take that as
Atomic,
your. So you're the leader.
co-leader.
Uh.
Kobe Area is the leader.
I mean, we could use some more clan members.
I'm gonna stick to mine.
Alright. Alright, so I'm the only one going paradise. Well, technically not the only one.
Yeah.
Someone was my teammate.
I'm gonna be over there after I loot this one chest. Okay. There's another semi. Why am I holding 2 semis? Because I have nothing else to hold.
And I'm being sprayed on.
I'm coming.
Alright.
Hello? Anybody in there, Buster? I'm popping a half pot. Here, take a mini. Take a mini.
Okay, 1 sec, I'm coming down.
Take a mini.
This is weird, bro. Someone's ringer's going off in my house.
Anybody there?
I don't know, this is really weird. It's actually crazy. They're over here. Right here. This house.
Alright. I got this in a drummy, so I'm good.
Watch it.
Hello,
I know they're
Buster?
inside. They're inside, but they have a trap.
Yep. I found a trap too. Ah! Look at this trap. I can't! I'm in the game!
he's health, he's health, he's all health, he's all health, he's all health. Please. Shot. How? Please res.
He shot that in there. And then it hits me. And then it breaks that and breaks the trap. That's stupid. That kid's a faggot. Dude, honestly. Why are people like that? I don't understand why people have to be like that, do you? I mean, like me, out of all three of us, of me in that duo, it chooses me. Huh? Why is it giving me? Okay. How do I feel about the storm flip? I don't know. Maybe about 5. I honestly don't know, and I don't care. I'm watching quals. I don't know. I'm just gonna watch qualifiers for a little bit. I'm coming.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we're gonna talk about the Tactical Assault Rifle and its addition to competitive play.
The Tactical Assault Rifle is probably one of the best additions to the game. It's a long-range weapon where you could save AR ammo if you have a drum gun.
Small bullet, you can find everywhere, so it's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation. I mean, come on, just look at it. We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good, like really good. Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because you could actually sneak up on someone. It has this low sound, so it's hard to hear.
It has its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SMG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game. So I think it's really strong in situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the Tactical Assault Rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus, or maybe on the high ground with a TAC AR.
Hurry up, bro. keeping your phone on charger. I'm keeping your phone on charger. Okay? That's still an hour, so okay.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to the Fortnite Online World Cup qualifiers. My name is Pookieface. I'm joined with an incredible cast today, but you know what? Shoutouts to Shy for being here and bringing his best pun game. I know I'm impressed, but you know who I'm even more impressed by? These two gentlemen that are about to join me to cast these next set of games. I've got Bala, I got Zeke. Boys.
Apparently, Pookieface is very easily impressed because I have impressed her.
I thought you were really about to go into Robot Zeke right there. Because
no, it
I was very
Serious
terrified.
Friday, and this is the final duo qualifier week, Bala.
It is.
It all comes down to this, man.
Yeah, it does. It all comes down to this. We've seen the leaderboards. We've seen Dade and Johnny kind of pushing their way up there, and then obviously Jaeyoon with his clutch. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more clutches. So let's hop into the games. Zeke, it's time. We got an hour left about in NAOSQs. It's coming down to the wire.
Man, you know, if you know me, I'm getting stressed because I feel for all these players. I understand what they're going for, and I just want them all to be happy. So I stress out. You know, so I'm going to try and keep myself calm, cool, and collected. Probably not going to work out, but I just figured I'd be honest and upfront with you. Fluff Bro going to be immediately beamed by Nibs here, and CLG Crispy, his duo partner. I'm liking what they've got going on right now.
They are. They're going to find 2 eliminations and possibly add to the stress of some of these guys. The pressure. Zeke?
Well, you know, someone dealt it.
I can explain. I can explain. I didn't mean to click there. I didn't mean to throw the stink.
You know,
it's my fault.
Sometimes
it just came out.
You just get. Typically, you would want to just say "excuse me" in those moments. You know, like I just released it. Excuse me. I did not mean to fart this gigantic, nauseous gas cloud. But things happen. You know, we're only human.
It netted them an elimination earlier, so get excited a little bit. But Crispy and Nibs now going to go ahead and use the launch pad and get towards the other side of the zone, which is where all these players right now are basing up and getting ready to, go for all the action that they can and let some of that pressure loose.
I mean, they got to try and make sure that everyone else is feeling that pressure that you're talking about. Because again, this is the final dual qualifier week. This is it. It is now make it or break it time. Phoenix A. Phoenix. Yeah. I'm just gonna Phoenix A.
Yeah.
A. I was trying
to.
Very
excited, Phoenix.
Yeah. Gets down there, and now look, Howdy, hello, and Doom Soggies are gonna try and pick up that elimination. There you go. So where is his dual partner? Probably has just abandoned ship. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Good luck. I need to try and play for placement because top 15, of course, is that first placement threshold. And that's he's probably looking to slow things down, right? Let me just make it there first. Maybe I'll get a cheeky elim here or there. But that's probably what's gonna be happening.
And knowing that, and knowing the position that he was in, kind of stuck on low ground, not really any space to edit away or even move your teammate away from where they possibly will be going for it. He's gonna get stuck there and left. Now, Primo, looking for shots with that combat shotgun, but of course we know the effectiveness of that reduced a little bit, but we're not seeing too much of players, deciding, hey, it's not that strong anymore on high ground. Oh, I was just talking to you about this, Zeke. That's Johnny right there, and we just said he was in that second place. Has the chances to go up there. I think his duo partner, Dade, is still up. Yes.
Yep.
Just pointed him out to me in the bottom right of the screen. We're getting close to that top 15, so just like you said earlier, Dade, you've got to survive here.
And this is going to put Dade in a little bit of an awkward spot, right? Because you never want to lose your dual partner in these situations. You guys want to be alive as long as possible. And I know that sounds like, of course, it's duos, yes. Does, Zeke, right? I know. But in all seriousness, the longer, if you're in positions where you're in 1v2s, it's just a much more of an uphill battle right here. But Bolt...
There goes Dade.
No! The caster curse.
But Zeke, he did get that top 15, so not a completely lost cause in this game, because that's 3 points, and I'm sure, knowing them, they've probably had some eliminations. They are so aggressive.
Yeah, for sure, and this means they can re-queue, right? Don't forget, you've got 3-hour window to queue, or 10 total matches, so they get right back into action and keep things going. right now, though. Look at this circle. Look kind of where we're navigating. These players need to start making these rotations, or they're going to get caught out in weird spots. Look at that. You've already got people taking to the skies and launch pads, building straight up via ramps. Tome here. He's got the right idea. Let's get here first. Let's establish ourselves a nice little position. If he catches someone with this play, I'm going to freaking lose it.
And then edited the cone in such a way that it makes it so easy for anybody to land on that. And in some cases even break, but it did connect to the thing above him, the floor above him.
Oh no! Bala! Again, the caster curse. They've got to go. JMO is the closest one.
No.
Kanuchi is top. I'm pretty certain
it's just
this
one
is
more.
over.
Kenichi against this one player, and then throw him down below. He's definitely going to go out. It's Hansel up on top. And the grenade launcher actually coming in from the bottom. I don't know where those grenades are coming, but it actually knocked Hansel out. Oh, Kenichi also had an RPG, so those both combined here to make it difficult for Hansel, trying to get that RPG off, or reload it, but he's not going to let him. Immediately pressuring as soon as he hears that sound of the RPG, but the knockdown's coming in. Is he going to take any damage? No, he catches himself, but the pressure is still going on from Kenichi, and it's going off the side of this building right now, but moving back. Hansel's going to be able to, take a breather here, connect back with metal, and he is definitely chilling. But also the time for Kenichi to reload that RPG.
And he saw the wood come out, so he knows he has no more metal left. And as those wood materials keep coming out, he's knowing he's attacking Hansel's build. He's probably only got a handful left, 15. And now Kanuchi hasn't built anything. He's trying to just get it down to an old-fashioned who can fire first. And Kanuchi says, that is me, friend. And take a look, a 9-elimination victory royale, 19 points, especially being in a 1v1 situation there. You love to see it.
That was clinical from start to finish. As soon as that 1v1 began, right, he was trying to get his RPG reloaded. He was trying to get those opportunities, but what he wasn't doing was wasting his materials and building while Hansel wasn't pressuring. He put enough pressure on to put Hansel on the back foot. Hansel kept trying to reconnect his builds. And that's not going to be enough against Kenichi, who knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Oh man, look at this new zone so far. These players have quite the rotation. Now, don't forget, we are in top 15, hopping in Storm Circle 5, so everyone here is going to get a round of placement points. Now, Bumboy does have the launch pad. I was going to say maybe even save it there, but you know what? Right now, he's prioritizing surviving, establishing a nice little nook for himself, moving forward. Now, the question is, where is Rex? He's got to be, okay, so we can kind of see his name there kind of far. He's trying to close that distance and reconnect there with his duo partner, and now they've done just that.
Just that, and as soon as that happens, they bring the pressure, the stinks come out, and the shield tags come in for Bumboy. Attack AR, we hear so much about the versatility of that weapon coming into great effect, but not quite the damage that you expect and the damage that you get from some of these other weapons, the ARs, the drum guns, the infantry rifles. So he got 4 hits there and not even a shield break.
Right. Yeah, the damage is a little less, but what it makes up for in player damage, you make up for it in, like, structure damage, right? Player-built structures, you just tear through them. And right now, speaking of the infantry rifle, Bumboy has one, so he's going to look to line up those headshots. We've seen people like Ninja utilizing this weapon, and it is absolutely a laser beam when you can connect. And obviously, in the hands of these players, the top 0.01%, it's going to hit, and when it does, it is going to hit you like a truck. I'm talking upwards of 80 damage on headshot. That is going to be sending players reeling. Okay, catches building, not building there. Unfortunately, going to get dropped immediately.
He said building, not editing, so he didn't know how to...
Yeah, he was trying to build, did not edit. It's okay, these things happen. Whoa, Sama, whoa! You cannot jump and scare me like that, all right? God, I already told you I'm stressing out. Jump scares are going to catch me every time.
Man, he peeked his head through that floor, and then as soon as the floor ended up getting built, he got pushed up by that phasing mechanic. So unfortunately, Sama is going to be the worse for wear, but Bumboy and Rex right now continuing forward. I see Epic Whale and 40R Storm right now. We know they were up there in the leaderboards, but fell just a little bit. We didn't see him too high last time we checked. But both of the players, unfortunately, in their box under their stairs, and that's going to cause 40R Storm to take advantage with his precise aim across the box.
And I mean, this is a scary duo, right? We kind of talked about this is more recent. Obviously, we've seen KNG Epic Whale with KNG Epic Whale's duo / Seal Matt. They're the same person. But now it's 40R Storm. Now look above, though. Ghost Sean, Ghost Aiden. These guys have already qualified, and they're looking just to continue getting practice, that prize money as well. There's no better way to get practice. And Aiden here just playing medic. I got you, buddy. Don't worry, Sean. heal up, have a splash.
It's crazy that we have these items in the game where we can actually play medic. We can actually have somebody who is carrying the splashes on purpose and making sure he's paying attention to his duo's HP at all times. But while Aiden drops down with the Shadow Bomb, a rocket comes out from the top and knocks Sean down, so it's just Aiden again. And we saw this situation a couple of games ago. Aiden clutching up. I mean, we know he can do it. And really, this guy has performed on all stages right now, and I think he's finally gotten over that hump where everybody was saying, hey, Aiden, you're crazy at getting in people's face, at getting eliminations, but your endgame performance, not so good. But in this stage, in the World Cup Online qualifiers, his endgame performance has been insane. But unfortunately, going down here, but regardless, proving everybody wrong about that, you know, fallacy, I would say.
Yeah, and don't forget, Aiden was at the Summer Block Party. He has been on the stage that will be going to the Fortnite World Cup final. So he's already got a little taste of it, right? So that is probably going to help calm his nerves just a little bit and help give him that edge. And again, he's already qualified. He's just looking to place high, continue to practice, because there's no better practice, probably until we get that Trios week, but even then, that's still not quite the same. But look at this. You've still got Epic Will. You've got 40R Storm here left alive. 9 players, 8 players, 7. Okay, hold on. 7 players, 5 duos. So top 5 coming out, and players going to be dropped left and right. KNG Epic Will being one of those there right in front of you.
And we saw Fulmer on high ground. He picked up 1 elimination back then. He's still up with his duo Kytrex, and I believe, both taking a little bit of fall damage, and all of a sudden it shambles, but they do get the pinch down onto 40R Storm, and now all they have to do is find Berserk, and they're already setting up that pinch, you can see. But Berserk, with the double campfire, is going to quickly start to out-heal them and quickly get up to 100 HP, so they've got to go quick. But Berserk making the play first. He's going to run back right into his box as that RPG comes out, but no more RPG to knock it down, and I don't think they have mats to be able to fight to this, and I think he can connect to the hill. Yes, he can! All of a sudden, this is looking terrible. Berserk might have just pulled off a 1v2 clutch because Fulmer and Kytrex are not going to be able to get up over the zone, and all of a sudden, things have gone haywire. Berserk with the clutch of a lifetime here in the World Cup last region. Zeke, what a play. 45 points from that, the Victory Royale. It's going to be 15 points on the game.
And that's going to be a huge confidence booster, right? That's going to help motivate you and your dual partner. You're both freaking out in the moment. Oh my God, I cannot believe you just pulled off a 1v2 against this other duo. That is going to just help move your gameplay forward. But of course, there's more Fortnite action to be had. You've got S2 Jacob up top, Pat, Antidote, Kenny's, Spidey is there as well, and these guys are looking to fight right now, and a build-off is coming out.
This is crazy. At this stage in the game, to be build fighting like this, they really want to commit for this height, and he's going to get it, though. But a lot of investment into that from both players. All that bricks, man, all that those hard materials that we like to call them, the brick and metal.
Yeah, for sure. You never want to be burning those, especially not midway through the game when you know you're going to be fighting for late game. And of course, for a moment there, we saw WBG Ranger and Cypher PK. We kind of talked about them. They've practiced super, super hard, putting in reps, putting in the time in the game. And look at this, they're finding themselves in a spot where they can contest for top 15 and get the first round of placement points.
Yeah, and you did mention confidence just a second ago about performing well and how that transition to the next game, but even these little micro wins here, fighting for high ground, getting that high ground, and then being able to get a couple of knocks and possibly some siphon from it as well, and really get yourself back into the game, that's a confidence booster in and of itself.
For sure, and those things, like, I cannot stress this enough, and this is something I kind of like to talk about a lot, is, you know, your confidence in play. Whenever you're going to go and, say, take a fight against a player, if you're sitting there thinking, man, I don't know, like that player might be better than me, you've already lost. You just have to be as confident as possible. It doesn't matter who's on the other end. All that matters is your game, what you can pull off. And in every instance where you feel, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to do the best that I can, and that's what I'm going to be happy with. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win those engagements. And sure, there's going to be those times where this other guy just happens to be Aiden, and he just gives you his hands. It's all good. Just reset, let it wash over, hop back into queue, and keep your mindset positive, right?
Yeah, that's honestly the story of this entire sequence of events, this World Cup, the qualifiers, Online Open. It's literally all about mindset and staying positive throughout both the semifinals days and the finals days. It's really like a whole grind to get your mind in such a place where one game is not going to affect you because you have to play 10 games. And not only do you have to play 10 games, but you had to do it over 10 weeks.
Right.
So for those people who have done this week after week, performed and gotten to Sunday, it's absolutely unbelievable to have the perseverance, the work ethic, to be here improving week after week, to have the mindset, the positivity to play here, really. You know what I'm thinking, Zeke? I'm thinking that all these guys who are doing this, they're going places. They're going places in life, not just Fortnite, not just gaming. They aren't just World Cup competitors, but really, they're going to go places.
Could not agree with you more, my man. Could not agree with you more. And I get it, right? Like, I've been there. I know what it's like to hop into a game, you get eliminated, and you just tilt off the face of the earth. I get it. We've all been there. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, you just have to just try and reset. Just get up, walk away for a moment, get a drink, you know, just do anything to just forget about that moment and just recollect yourself. But hopping back into the game, Balla, 17 players, 16 players. As I say this, you know, of course, I thought it was just jump all the way up to 15, 30 minutes left here in the queue. So like you kind of touched on earlier, you got a 3-hour window or 10 games to play, whichever kind of comes first. And you got to think, man, for a lot of these players, they're just counting those points, watching the leaderboard, saying, okay, I saw this other duo, they're at this many points. What do we need to do here, right? We need at least top 15 to get near there with this many eliminations, right? You know, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, they're counting the time as well and knowing even in these endgame situations that if I stay in this game right now, I can play 2 more games and what have you right now. Kenny's picking up a lot of loot. They still have high ground from earlier. It's the team that fought all the way back when. We were talking about them committing their resources to it, but they've picked up quite a lot and they're still fighting. Finally going to decide, hey, this is too risky right now. We're right around the point thresholds. We don't want to go down, but he does beam Kayun out from high ground. He took it from him, but he's going to go right back up to him. I think he did get just a knock. So there's still one more player up above. It's got to be Takata. He does actually find him, track him all the way down. That's going to be a lot of materials, some shadow bombs as well, and possibly some upgrades to the weaponry. He does find those 2 shadow bombs and refreshes his materials, Zeke. He's back in it.
But don't forget, Kenny's dual partner Antidote is gone. He was picked up in the crossfire there, so it's unfortunate. And look who's still in the center of your screen, Cypher BK and Ranger. They're still alive and well. I hope I did not just crash to curse them. They've got 56 points, which is very substantial. And look at this, Cypher sitting on 4 eliminations. Look, he's gonna find another one here. Ranger looking to come in for the assist, and they pick up Ski in that box battle. Huge find there. 1 more elimination. Another duo needs to fall, and they're going to hit top 10. Another round of placements. There it comes right now. So, of course, the next threshold they're looking to hit is top 5.
Cypher's box fighting ability is just crazy here. Every single time he gets exposed, he does manage to place that player under the stairs. And this is one of the most extended fights I have seen yet today. I mean, there's been drum gun going on for what feels like centuries, but right now, still trying to fight. Ranger is still up. They're still trying to find their presence, find their box, find their space, get away from the rest of the players. They finally do that. Cypher PK is going to have a moment of rest as he takes those minis.
And, you know, we actually got to hang out with Cypher at the summer block party. He competed in the Pro-Am. And, you know, I was like, Cypher, you know, how are you feeling about the games and the World Cup? He's like, dude, I want this so bad. You know, I've never wanted something more. I'm practicing every single day as often as I can, as much as I possibly can, because obviously we're all have different walks of life, right? We are all, some of us anyway, are adults trying to live our lives and play. Look at this, top 3, a 1v1v1, a free-for-all right now, and Cypher BK sitting in the middle. Now, he does not have the health advantage. Drops super low. Unfortunately.
Down. Kenny's from above is going to take advantage of him dropping to mid-ground, but Kenny's all of a sudden is right on top of Ryan Clark. Or not Ryan Clark.
Not Ryan Clark. That's not him.
Looks like a heal off. He's going to use those chug splashes inside of his box. He's just holding the metal right now. Kenny's trying to get in. But again, the chug splash reigns supreme with the heal off capability of this item. It is so good at doing that. And he even has a slurp ticking, or no, that's just the winning condition. You just start ticking up in HP. But there you go, the victory route for not Ryan.
Yeah, not Ryan. Whoever you are, I know you're not Ryan, but great, again, usage of that chug splash. It just was added to the game this week. And again, I'm telling you, man, we're just still finding use cases for this item. Originally, it was just, hey, you can throw this thing and you can give whoever's in the AoE 20 HP or 20 shield, depending on the circumstance. Or, hey, your guy is DBNO, down but not out, and you can still, you know, extend his timer there. But in cases like that, where you're like, look, I'm just going to force this guy to the storm. I've got 6 of these or a handful. I'm just going to hope that, and what Sundown says, this is an instant heal. It's not like you're popping a bandage, you're hoping to get the full duration, and then eventually the HP. No, this is 20 immediately. So a great use of that item. But next game on deck, Colonel, excuse me.
Colonel
I don't know why I said I
I'm
know.
gonna start calling him that.
Yeah, please don't.
Whenever I see him.
Hey, Colonel!
Hey, Colonel, how you doing?
Colonel Punisher, Colonel Landjog. You know what? I know that's not Colonel. I'm aware. My brain is doing weird things. Bolt! Johnny, no! Listen, you've made an error.
Again, this is the second game we've tuned in. We've seen them in the background. We've seen them lurking. We know they have the potential to qualify for New York, but time and time again, this is the second time we've seen them go down so early when we tune in their games. It's like a curse here, Zeke.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's slipping from them a little bit, right? We've seen them be so consistent throughout, and now they might be just getting they're trying to go full send a little too hard, a little too fast, right? You just gotta take a deep breath, collect yourself. You know, they're here for a reason, right? They've got that skill. They've got that talent. They just have to rely on those skills.
Yeah, and we talk about confidence. We talk about not getting, a little bit too emotional on one side.
Here we go.
We also talk about, let's talk about the heavy snipes, apparently. There's Lucas and Primo. Nice coordination there, but Bolt, Johnny, and Dade has been a duo that has performed in semifinals. They've performed in finals, but they've just not been that duo who can finish off the day, right? The last half, as Shia likes to say, the last 5 games are significantly different in play style and how people are playing. People are starting to get...
Another one.
Okay, Lucas, Primo, put the heavy snipes down.
Step away from the heavy snipers. You are too lethal.
It is not fair. These players, they're just too good with those. Absolutely unbelievable. And now, actually, Punisher and Landjog. I'm not going to say it.
I was going to say my heart of hearts, I believe you'll be like, back with the Colonels. I was going to be like, please don't. My brain made an oops. I'm sorry.
We're punching one more ticket. I can't do it to him. It's Landjog and Punisher from Complexity. RPG being used to try to maybe pressure these opponents off of high ground. I think he's going to do it, switching to Wood for a second, but he's going to get knocked down on his own, and there's a couple people who are landing, but I love that. Landing in front of his teammate and popping the rift, that he makes sure that he takes him with him. Awesome catch there from Punisher, and awesome coordination from Landjog to make sure that he drops down into his box, but hold on! Whew, that was so scary, and I don't know what just happened there for Landjog, but he maybe... he just recovered at the last second from that beautiful... Woo! The RPG onto power, just catching him as he was falling from one side. That's the special thing. If you're not covering all your sides, which you tend not to be doing up on high ground, you end up, these little angles can sometimes catch you by surprise in the RPG, doing just that. So effective at it.
And here we go. They're diving down, man. They're trying to establish themselves a nice little spot. Power going to be picked up there eventually. Remember, they got that drop with the RPG. Another going up into the sky, going to drop the players down. But someone else is also looking to build battle right now. Some third party. And again, Punisher is just going to be flushed out. Oh, my goodness. What a tough spot to be in. Gets cracked immediately down to 23 HP. He needs to find a siphon immediately. He needs to make something happen. Now, Landjog is still okay. Almost at 200 effective HP. Drop the player down.
But he's got to make sure
you got to secure it.
Yes, he finally does. But falls down a little bit as well, so not going to get any materials. But I don't think that matters for Punisher because he's putting on a clinic with this tag. He's trying to get in on the boxes, but no, finally that wall goes down. The edit comes in, and Owen is going to take him out. But Landjog's still on high ground. It was actually Edgy incentive that they ended up giving high ground to. But Landjog saying, hey, hold on. I'm the one who gave you guys that opportunity, so I'm going to take it right back to you. And Edgy actually went all the way down.
Yep, Landjog gets picked up. Tomei as well. Nico as well. 12 duos left, getting ever so closer to top 10. The next round of placement points. Norberto here, no eliminations now. His duo partner does have the 2, but they're gone. He's by himself, 13 builds, 2 rockets, a flint knock, a gray tack, and a dream right now.
Oh, the
trap play! Did he get it? He does! Again, it's Phoenix.
And I think that reset on that wall was perfectly timed to make sure that Phoenix gets stuck in that box right now. We're in the top 10. He takes the RPG damage to himself, and all of a sudden it's complete chaos as he does manage to find elimination and the full elimination there. Again, another one goes into his box. It's Lucas, but still Norberto staying up on on the sides and going to find an opportunity to stay by himself right here. A lot of players fighting down below. 5 remaining. Scented actually ended up going out. I think Edgy earlier went out. So it's all of a sudden everybody for themselves here. One duo is still all the way up. I think it's Gabe and Snow.
Snow XD, like another player we've seen,
No,
right?
it's not.
Wait, what?
He's not part of the duo, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying Snow XD is someone we've seen all tournament. That was just a completely separate thought. My bad. I did make that sound like it's chaining. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. I'm working on it. Noberto going to get traded out, though, so there's a single duo left.
Oh!
Wait, what? Oh, my God!
If you clutch this out, no, you're not going to do it. It's now a 1v1. That was ridiculous. It's Dopey against Gabe. I can't believe I just saw a heavy sniper no-scope in the final seconds of a game here. Dopey finally placing that campfire down as a circle. They're actually both campfiring and both at the same pace right now. Dopey looking for the shot, but Gabe is going to capitalize because he is waiting in the top, and he has the combat shotgun ready for Dopey. The victory royale goes to Gabe.
Dude. Okay, Gabe, great game. I love it, absolutely. Snow, though, the sickest point-blank no-scope I've ever seen in my entire life. But for now, we're going to take a break ball. We're going to send it back in the studio, see what's going on in the world of Fortnite.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I will give you a moment to catch your breath. It sounds like you guys need it over there. We have some riveting games coming out of NA West today. These guys are definitely bringing it. They're vying for that last spot, that last seat on the battle bus to New York finals in July. Sundown, I know we've missed a lot of action, but that's what you're here for. You're here to show us what we've missed.
That is why I'm here. And also, just quick shout out, Noberto got a double trap elim there. It wasn't just the one. He had 2 players in the box in the immediate rocket launcher and Snow with a sick no-scope. Let's actually check out some of the other plays we missed. Starting off, this kind of the theme here is great individual efforts in the theme of duos. So look at Tomei. He recognizes there are 4 players pinned against the side. What does he do? He drops a stink down there. Now look at his elim counter. That's 1. He's just going to run around. He has no map, so he's playing for as many elims and to get in the placements. That's 2. He gets the 3rd. He gets a 4th, and he gets himself into the top 5. Unfortunately, he will fall to Old Man Mountain, but that is taking advantage of your situation. And you know what? Chuck some stinks up there as well. Might as well grief a player while you're there. And you can see Berserk pushing around the side, getting a great shot there. And look what this ends up leading to. So him and Proxies are a little bit split. You see they're a box apart, did have the shadow form, but he is going to be able to provide support from picking up Cyborg right there, but not able to get the revive. So now all by himself, 1v2. What does he do? Look at that double ramp up into the high ground, 180s around, and then connects off, closes both the players onto the low ground. You ever seen somebody win a 1v2 without firing a bullet? Berserk just did it. He looks back down, trying to find the shots to get the elim credit, but in the end, he'll take the victory royale instead. And speaking of the great individual efforts, look at Kenny S here. First, him and Antidote, some great team fire there. They find Maisie out of the sky and will eventually convert that one over. And then again, look at the team fire. Double tracer rounds. That's both him and his teammate able to find that knock there at the last second. So that's 2 elims that will end up converting over, and it puts Kenny in a great spot because now 110 effective HP, and he's ready to go to work. He started with 4 elims, now up to 6, and watch him go on a run now because Antidote is kind of spread out, doesn't have a lot of health. Kenny, checking his sides, is immediately able to find one player, turn again, and then start working top down. They're into the top 15, and again, Antidote gets blasted, but then takes Kayun out on the ultimate high ground and then drops back down, continues running out the rest of the lobby. 1v1 all the way through. Like I said, we hopped on board when he had 4 elims, got himself up to 9, but not Ryan Clark, showing the difference that the chug splashes make. Pops the slurp, 2 chug splashes in the face, holds the metal wall, and he ends up getting there. And this was the play. Ended up wanting to show you there. Towards the end, we have Noberto with the push there. Gets the trap. Now keep an eye on the elim counter right away. Phoenix and Impulse go down, and then he is aware of his angles, gets the reload, knows he can spray down to the corner and not get hit. Finds Vibe right there, the siphon cutting it through, and then it's just madness, chaos in front of him. The rest of the lobby there, and you can catch it towards the end. I mean, just a great pickup onto Lucas as well. Sometimes things don't go your way, but you have to feel amazing making that play play in running it out. Ultimately, though, wasn't enough for the victory route, but the individual effort was incredible. And you can see here, this is what the leaderboard is standing at right now. Arkham and Falcon are in the top spot at 91 points. However, they have already qualified. So Epic Whale and 4DR Storm in the second spot right now would take the last qualification spot, Pooks.
And look at this spread on this leaderboard right now. You can see Falconer and Arkham just so high up there with 91. But you know what? Epic Whale and Storm putting on a bit of a show with Antidote Kenny's, Kenshi and Will. You know what? Anything can change. These guys still have a couple of games left near the bottom, so we're going to have to see. We've seen guys pop off with these 20-point games, so anything at this point is possible. We still have a few games left to go, so why don't we just hop right in and take a look at that. Bala and Zeke, take us through those games.
Finger guns. I am a fan of those. I also communicate with those. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing them right now.
I am not doing finger guns, but they are very cool.
He's actually doing finger guns, Fortnite fam. Do not let him lie to you. Here we go, Bala. Next game. Hopping in with Duke and Kanuchi here. 6-8 eliminations.
Yeah.
What in the world?
To start, I mean, already at this stage in the game, but also 2 Rift to goes, and they're looking pretty in terms of materials to get towards the next stages of this game. That wall did get heavy sniped as he's starting to drum gun inside of it. Of course, the stink bombs coming through as well. Now, Duke and Kunichi, we saw them, they were in 3rd place. When we just took a look, thank you to Sundown and Pookie. And they're going to be trying to push over towards the top of that. They're trying to overtake 4DR Storm and Epic Whale right now. So we'll see if we'll have an update on them as well, see if we catch any of their games.
Here we go, man. Ghost, Rar here, and Dark EXE. Great names. I like them. He's going to immediately beam another player, crack those shields over there, and he's going to try and just keep applying pressure, right? The question is, where is Dark? He's marking the players. He's saying, look, I've got players hurt here. Come and back me up. Now, where Dark looks like he might be above him. Teamfire is going to be coming out. Nothing is connected quite yet.
I'm not sure what Dark is doing. I haven't seen him actually fire. I would expect them to try to set up a pinch, but based on their situation here, their low HP, they might be a little bit too nervous to go for it, but I think this is definitely a situation where you have to, because you know he's low, and these players keep doing the same mistake, right? The first time he got him low, it was just because he gargoyled, is what we call it, where you kind of just stand still at the top of a building. And I don't think they're going to let him get away here. I think he's going to want to go and collect the siphon on both of these players, because he needs it. He's hurting for it. He's reeling, and he knows they have heals. There it is.
He finds the player immediately. There's a big damage numbers for sure, and he... Blorg tried to go for the Shadow Bomb.
Panic Shadow Bomb, if I've ever seen one before. That wall edit was not the one that you needed to go for. You're going to have to, jump your way out there and do your best parkour. It's not going to work out. He's not going to be able to do it in time.
Right.
And now they're back in the game.
There you go. El Chupacabra there on the left, starting to get beamed a little bit. We see Kanuchi as well, so Duke is probably very close by. Retake Poser here and Vici. These guys are just rotating out with these shadow bombs. They've got to face this mountain. This is not really, is this like a mountain? I don't know. This is like a plateau. Anyway.
A plateau?
Plateau? Platinum toe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tried my best. Anyway.
That was still very cool, that entire sequence there with the shadow bomb, that bridge there. That part of the plateau, he was able to use the shadow bombs and stay and keep it all the way through, but realizing the zone's not going to go in that direction, he ends up opting to not take that position, but there's a tactical shotgun on you, and it's so difficult to get away from. He's not going to make his escape, but his teammate's still up. Vici is going to use that shadow bomb and get out of dodge.
And unfortunately, so for Poser, he actually did not have any AR ammo when he began that engagement. Finding that elimination, even just the 40, would have made a huge difference. But then immediately, everyone else is saying, look, we hear the shots. We know what's happening. We're watching the feed. We know that you are pretty low and hurt. We're going to go ahead and shut you down. Now, Kanuchi is going to try and connect over here to the plateau. Anyway, 8 players, 8 duos. Okay, this number is constantly changing. I'm trying my best. 8 players, 6 duos. Just here on the edge of top 5. Another round of placement points could make the difference. Look at Duke right now. Look at Kanuchi. They've got 76 points. This is huge. 11 eliminations, by the way. I just caught this. they're looking for more. If they can find one more, it's going to put them in the top 5, and it's just going to keep those points rolling. They jump in the box. Kefu is going to find himself just on the outside of top 5. Very unfortunate, but, I mean, they're on a spree right now.
Oh, that player actually getting the shot off right before, but we're switching on to Kunichi right now, who I think that Duke is coming up to with that launch pad. He's low HP staying down below. That's Vici who goes down, so Kunichi right now with that legendary AR, he's going to go ahead and reload everything, and he's going to have free reign to take shots down below. Not taking that opportunity yet, but first getting back with his teammate because he was running low on material. So first priorities is make sure you have what it takes to get towards the end. Hold on, where did that player go? Ghost. Looking like he's using an impulse or a flint knock or something like that. That fast movement changes.
Look at this, splitting the attention, trying to find 2 different angles to attack this player. Now he's in the box, he's got a little separate, and the edit there is going to ensure that Dark gets shut down. But immediately, look at this, Duke gets traded out. But Kunichi comes down and says, not today. You've knocked my friend, but we want this victory royale. Now, is he going to get the revive? Probably not. Unfortunately, the 10 seconds committed is probably not going to go their way. Look at this, 10 minutes left in the current queue time. It's a free-for-all right now. Regulator and Juice, they are in critical condition. Kunichi definitely has the health advantage.
Yeah, has the health advantage, and I'd say the position advantage and the loadout advantage. He's got everything working for him right now, but it's going to go across the street. See if Kunichi can find any chickens. Right here, Regulator goes down, and yes, it is definitely somebody down below him. Not going to be able to find his way out of his hole. Kunichi is going to take the victory royale, and that is a big one. That's a massive one. That puts them for sure in contention. Right?
Is it in first?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly the score that we had before, but they could be, because that was, what was it, 19 eliminations?
Yes.
So
that was, first of all,
29-point game.
First of all, to do that in finals is ridiculous. The skill involved in that is huge.
I have to guess that that was the game that pushed them up there, because 29 points. If they were already on the leaderboards, they would have been skyrocketing to something like 100. So I have to guess that that was
That's
the game
probably what got
that put them there.
Okay, cool. So just remember that number, 87, is the current highest that we've seen so far. And don't forget, we're kind of tuning into games that have been kind of happening, so we're going to be seeing different values here left and right.
I did get confirmation that that was the game that got them to where they were in the leaderboard, so they will be in 3rd place, right under 40R Storm and Epic Whale. We'll see if we find them in a game, see if they're going to end up having any sort of changes in that leaderboard, but who knows, they could not. And I like the name of this player right here, Bok Choy Boy. One of my favorite vegetables, 100%.
Yeah, there you go. Now, I think for me, what I want to see is, what's going on with Epic Whale 40R, and then obviously the duel we just left, right?
And also Kenny's and Antidote, who are in this game right here. They were in 4th, so.
Yeah. So this is literally like, if this is your first time watching, we're literally watching these games unfold, right? These games are literally making the difference. So let's say, hypothetically, top 4 make it into the same game, and 4th eliminates 2nd. That means they've shut them out of the running.
Yep.
Especially, remember, the queue time is coming down here to the wire. If they get shut down, that has huge implications on the standings. You could, how to better explain this? My mind's trying to say 18 different things. But basically, they shut them out of the running. And if that was their final game, maybe that was the 10th game, maybe at that moment, that was the last opportunity they had to queue, that means their run is done. And then it's up to whoever's still left to try and rack up points and move up and down the leaderboard, right? So keep an eye on these top 4 that we're taking a look at. Kenny's and Antidote being one of them, Epic Whale, 40R being another. These are going to be the teams that are trying their best to qualify right now.
Guys that are in the running, but of course, don't forget anybody could, have the performance that we just saw. The what was it, 29?
The 29-point game that we just saw. Yeah, that
could push you up there, and all of a sudden we're focusing on you too. So regardless, into the top 15, and it's off towards that villain lair near Snobby Shores. Starting to get a little bit run down, but now Quake is, Quake. A little bit of knowledge on Quake. This is probably one of the best PG players that anybody has ever seen. I mean, we're talking. Phase sway type things. He's doing crazy things, some of the parallel guys. But here, performing in the finals of the online open, we'll see where he ends up. But definitely, I've always been impressed by this guy.
Well, looks like Kenny's going to be shut down. He has been eliminated. I believe that was a straight elim as well, so I think his duo partner must be gone. He's by himself. Fall damage as well, going to be eliminated. Just again, outside of top 10, that's super tough and not the spot you want to be in. Everyone trying to keep alive as long as possible. Don't forget, top 15, 10, 5 in the victory are the placement thresholds, and every elimination is, of course, a point. Right now, Shab and Quake, they're sitting on 7 points just off of eliminations, and now they hit top 10. So we're looking at a 13-point game just so far, right? This is before X, excuse me, as things unfold. Maybe they pick up a victory out here, and that could make a massive difference to the standings.
Could make a massive difference to the standings as all these players doing their best base jump off of Villain Lair right now. Moving back towards Snobby Short. Got 2 circles to go here. All the marks coming out, all the different communications going on. It's very hectic, but Quake and Shab right now, they just used 2 Rip-to-Gos, and the fact that they had those means that they can glide up until they get to the rest of the placement points. I mean, they're going to be sitting up there hopefully until top 5, but no, Brian G is going to put an end to that. That means they're going to dive, but they land on high ground, and all of a sudden the story is completely shifted, but one player is going to try to contest them, but gets right under and dodges any shots that Shab and Quake are going to put onto them.
So that second rift is massive, right? That has just put them in a high ground position. They've got the vantage point. Someone else looks to contest. Blues just gets blown up. He did not have a chance at all, and that elimination puts them into top 5. Another round of placement points. So now look, you got Quakies who's going to try and just keep there with Shabs. ADR we saw him earlier try and contest. 5 minutes left on queue times. I feel my stress levels going up. I feel it.
You're not even playing. All you're doing is watching.
Dude, I just feel like I understand. Like, obviously, I'm not nowhere near. I don't even. Everyone, top 3,000 dwarf me by a significant margin. You and Sundown and
oh, I love this.
In the box! The Shadow plays Tiki.
So let me explain a little bit about the movement there. Obviously, Tiki did not realize that ADR was in his box, but if he did, ADR was strafing to the right, which is taking advantage of the camera position and your model and making it so that it's so hard to track you. When you're in that shadow form, you're already hard to see, but going right up into the box, that's Brian G who goes down, and ADR making his way up. It's Shab and Quake. We know where they were, but here comes the launch pad. He's got to stay in zone. I don't think he has a chance here. No. Quake is going to put a quick end to that heroic attempt at trying to win the game. That's actually 9 eliminations in the Victory Royale there, so 19 points, 19 points pushing them up there.
That's the kind of performance these players need if they're hoping to contest that #1 spot. But for now, Fortnite fam, we're going to send it back into studio, see what's up with Sundown for the rundown.
Thank you so much, Zeke and Bala, and we're getting down to the final moments. We're about to find out who the last duo will be to join us at the Fortnite World Cup final. But are you still in the hunt for a seat at the Fortnite World Cup? Because the Battle Royale action, while it is over, there are 3 additional seats for the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals that have been unlocked. So the hope is still there. Make sure you check it out. As we said, all 3 trials are playable now. 1 player will be advanced from each, winning their chance to compete at the $3 million prize pool and $5,000 for taking the top spot. So how do you get involved? You can check out Hand Eye of I Blood, MB Tom 98, Dania Cats SQ, at Gene Wu, or at Fortnite Game for more updates. Again, this is one of the last opportunities to get to play on that stage that we debuted at the block party with all of the final bells and whistles. There'll be plenty more surprises, and speaking of plenty more surprises, we will be right back after a quick 5-minute break to conclude the rest of NA West and round out the Fortnite World Cup roster for the Battle Royale side. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Let's glide out to the lobby. Let's glide out to the lobby. Let's glide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos Royale with brunch. Red juices, a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's glide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Let's glide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs.
everyone here in the Forum in LA. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Creative Showdown. How you feeling today? So much has happened in the world of Fortnite, and we're here about to call probably one of the craziest things you're ever going to see. It's a world premiere game mode and map.
I know that it's going to be a King of the Hill mode.
Forum, make some noise! That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. The first match. Jordan Fisher,
He's stuck in the corner.
Fruit. They're going to win the game. This is it. And they pick it up. They have to protect him here, and this is now we're going to start to earn a lot of points. They're climbing that leaderboard, Lupo. They're in the shadows, unseen, and they will have the Ravens' revenge. GG. 2 minutes left on the clock. The Chicken Champions, surely this is going to be a win for them. No! It's 1 point remaining, and the Little Whip Warriors might be able to come back into this with enough time. But there he goes. He jumps right back in, and that is going to do it. GG. Game 3 goes to the Chicken Champions.
Every single person to keep in mind, there's a ton of stuff going on here, not just Fortnite. It's just a good time all around, man. Look at him, just dancing it out, sitting inside the control point, 6 minutes remaining, but it's not even gonna matter. That's a victory royale. Game 4 goes to the Fish Fam.
Could it happen? Could the Llama Record Company be our first back-to-back champion, or will it be the Fish Fam actually being back-to-back in this instance?
He has it. You see the top middle of the D.
He does it!
He got it!
Oh,
last second!
The victory royale! He's still in it. He's standing strong, and he wins out on the battle. 990, and he's continuing to gain. He's got to get to that wall, and that's going to do it. We want to know who won? We want to know who won?
The Llama Record Company.
Oh my gosh, congratulations!
Give it up one more time for the Llama Record Company! Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys on the battle bus. All right, Fortnite fam, we're gearing up for the final few moments of NA West action. Now, I'm not going to hold you up too long because I know you want to get back in the games, and I know you're ready to see who is going to punch their ticket to the World Cup Finals in New York City. So, to hop back into this games, let's get some pretty fire casters here. We got Sundown, we got the big man with big plans, Shio Wager. Gentlemen, it's on you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Yes, I'm here with Shy, and we're going to take you through the final games of not only NA West, but the entirety of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. It's been 10 long weeks, and we're going to get our last duo right here in the next 30 minutes.
It's a fight for the top, a lot of points up, very small margins between who can qualify, so we'll see who pops off. Let's get straight into the games.
Let's get into those matches and see what they have left. These are going to be the moments that define a duo. Who will come up clutch? Who can do it? When the back is against the wall, when everything is up for grabs, I won't just kick my drink over. I caught it. That's how clutch I am, and we're prepared as we hop on board here with Persecute and Nitrix trying to put the new duo to work, and they do, finding two there and avoiding the trap. Good way to kick this one off. Currently sitting at 10 Elim Shadow Wager.
Impeccable movement, making sure that the duo gets right out of line so, you know, that Persecute can just get out of that trap line, not get damaged at all. They have so many options now for the items they can pick up as well. They got to pick the winning loadout that not only gets them towards the end game, but gives them enough room to have those pressure picks, have that room to, you know, pop off at any moment possible, high, low, or mid.
And Stinks and Heavy Snipers will certainly allow them to do that. We talk about it being kind of the skeleton key, the one that opens all doors. A little bit harder in duos, but you can still make it work as they're trying to get the double wall replaced there. One player pickaxing, the other one holding the wall, continuing to go for it. Get that wall, get the replace right away. Combat finds the basket, and will they be able to push through? You can see the other player wanting nothing, trying to get up and over. You have to change levels. Moving just horizontally won't be enough, and he is finally able to get away from the relentless push up to 11 elims.
They won't get both duos, but they do get a little bit of reward for the risk they had to take on that fight. Are on low ground, have enough time. The zone hasn't even started moving yet towards the fifth circle. A launch pad is coming out just so they can catch up on the time it took on that engagement. Nitrix and Persecute are going to be moving towards a mid-ground layer now. More angles for pressure. Break builds being used. They can recycle off the hotel, which they will do, putting their mats all the way back up, looking very, very healthy. Not much rotation on them now. It's all about their brains, their brawn, and their aim, Sundown.
They're going to be looking, hopefully, for a favorable circle here, but with, you know, kind of being down by the Paradise Palms area, a lot of variable terrain, different verticality to move over in that Circle 6 zone, which will be revealed right now. All right, not too bad, not directly over one of the course of the mountains. Most of the lobby will have to rotate past them, but they need to be careful as they're currently just getting shredded from the people on the far side.
We talk about momentum as well. These guys do have 12 eliminations at the moment, or 11 eliminations, my apologies, and they're going to keep rolling off of that. Now, tunnel vision is the thing that happens as well, as they might spend a little bit too much time not prepping for the next rotation, instead going for this pressure on Boo and Badger on the zone line as well. It could hold not the best as the option towards getting a win in the game, but playing off of the eliminations they've had earlier in the game, it could prove to be a nice flow of movement throughout the whole game for this duo moving up towards their next zone. Now tunneling in Nitrix. Once again, no mobility. It has to be raw movement here with their builds. Tunneling being so important. A person in their box gets shotgunned out of there. The combat, making sure it's being used in combat. Nitrix taking down Hayden. They're seeing if they can move once again as a duo. Splitting up is going to be bad at this moment. A heavy snipe coming in does not connect, but does put down enough pressure to give them a little bit of room to move towards where they need to get to go. Lair switches coming up as well. Wood builds in front of them, so Nitrix, seeing that, knows he can pressure them off a little bit to give him some room to move around that specific area. A nice low ground rotation here does require a lot of mats, however.
And we just hit the top 15 now as Nitrix is on the backside, so 3 points for everyone in the lobby, as the duo who has already qualified up on the high ground right now is Landjock and Punisher. Nitrix does get picked up there by Gabe as Landjock finds Badgers. That was one of the players who was pinned on the outside by Nitrix earlier, and now Landjock and Punisher are looking to run through the high ground. Again, already qualified, so just trying to play for a little bit of cash and potentially ruin somebody else's dreams as they're doing everything they can to get the practice in. Landjock looking to drop the player down. They will give up the high ground as players begin to drop in the rotation. We are moving farther away from Paradise, so variable drops there. You can see a nice little split of the shadow bombs, and then they're going straight down to the low ground.
This is an awesome thing that we see duos do. A nice dynamic shadow to drop the sightline. Punisher in the most intense box I've ever seen in my life, but phases through the pyramid to get the shotgun shot off on a Jammin who is not listening to any music anymore. Sent straight back to the lobby. Punisher now has to regroup with Landjock. Landjock opening up some GLs from high ground and kind of open up where Punisher can come from. No pressure for Punisher to catch right back up to where he was before.
And now we have our top 10, and also a great play there. Did end up Metroid in the box, but just stopped picked a corner and then was able to win the box fight right after. Honestly, if I'm that other player, I just start spraying towards the corners and hoping to find hit markers. No reason not to. Player can't return fire. However, unfortunate hindsight is 2020 as Landjock gets coned off there, but is just going to fight his way through. Doesn't own that wall despite trying to go for the edit. Still trying to pickaxe out and move forward. They did not give up high ground, so he's able to simply walk that away, but he has no more mats. He's going to be dependent on this player to drop down, and Caleb does find it. Punisher will tarp down for him, does take a little bit of fall damage, but finds the 10 mats needed, all the wood and the metal, and now just going to plop some grenades towards the low ground. Combat might have been the right call there, but is able to find one knock on Disastra and looking for the second one onto Blind, who's at sub 10 HP.
All these risks that are being taken by this titan of a duo. Punisher going all the way down to low ground, but also losing a lot of his HP for that. Landjock now has to carry this duo based off of health, but he gets beamed from Persecute, who ends up on high, has brick builds as well, so he's going to be chilling up there for a long time, not pressured to come down at all. Blind, he might win this. Solely a 1v2 against the whole lobby, gets another beam on the Punisher. Just perfect play there, not taking any damage, getting a lot of siphon as well that he didn't really need, and so many mats left over as well.
26 points. That's coming up clutch. We talk about huge individual efforts. Persecute doing it with the brand new duo. We've seen him with Riverson before. They were one of the favorites, breaking up there right before the final week and now playing on separate regions. What a great effort. 74 points is going to put them close. We saw Landjock and Punisher were towards the top there. Again, an already qualified duo. We're at 85, and the queues are close. We're past that time. These will be those final matches. There's none left as they're trying to put the shots through the wall. Heavy Snipe does go through and they find it. 1-2 for the AU boys. McKenny work back on through and find the second one to get Tyvid back up. And you can see this is one of those thinner lobbies we talked about, the W key, or the aggressive lobbies that Macon finds it. Can he get back over to Tyvid and get the touch? There's no time. You got to get it. Woo.
Oh my God, the last possible second to make sure their YouTube dreams live on for the rest of the lobby. A lot of mats available from multiple engagements here as well. I saw a rift to go down and some chug splash as well that these guys can get and just make sure that their end game is popping off to the most potential possible. Those chug splashes already being used. That loadout slot will be sufficed with another item. Unfortunately, the shadows were not picked up by Macon. We'll see if that will prove bad at the end of, or towards the end zones of the game as well. A lot of hard mats here, a dope place to tarp up on and box up on as well, making sure they control all layers and all walls as well, as you never want to be surprised by a Heavy Sniper breakdown or anyone editing you down or around you through your walls. A lot of bullying coming in from the server as well, as these are fresh builds. It's very hard to stay safe here. All angles now are going to be risked and detrimental for this duo at the moment. They're going to have to switch layers, and they do, saving a little bit of mats, but Tyvon is in a position of distraught at the moment. He's going to be split off of his duo partner. We'll see if they can survive. A big wall replace coming in. Macon does not stop the heat, even though they are in the coldest biome in the Fortnite map. More Heavy Sniper reloads coming in. He has the time, he has the pressure and the angles. Getting into Carter's box, ending his reign. He's back to the lobby. An RPG coming in, eating that one up.
That was the proximity launcher. It wasn't an RPG, or would have ticked him over for a little bit more. Getting the 70 damage in there and just getting caught out. But we've talked about this before. You can see those shots going out kind of in these sparser lobbies when a pair has the high ground and they're able to kind of, oh, I didn't even realize his name was Pair. When a duo like Prolo and Pair have the high ground, they're able to look down, you get that much more control. There's no chaos. You don't have to worry about covering your top or someone going to challenge, because you can see it from a mile away. There's only so many other duos out there looking for top 5 right now. Rips go up, and there we have it. Able to pick up Machin as Tyvin also gets picked up, and the AU duo misses the top 5 as a good old-fashioned build battle for the sky.
It's a build battle for the sky in the 6th zone. Not many people alive at all either. A double trap coming down. One side hits. The combat shotgun follow-up lands as well. Big edits coming through as the default Jamal skin is close to being eliminated. He's down now too. All these duels getting knocked over. It's only the 6th zone. Only 4 duels left as well. We talk about these different games. Pair finally going down in the storm. Incorrect edits or block-offs by Fruve. Billy's down as well as his zone starts to teeter downward. wards on Layers. The Mountain now running out. Amp in a box with many traps. Not sure which is going to rift out of it. Fru finally going down. It's a 1v1 Sundown.
He needs to get down and touch his feet immediately. The other player is still up on the high ground, but the zone is moving away from that mountain, so Amp has the advantage. It's Moni up on the high ground. Shadow Bomb does go out. In terms of effective HP, Moni has a little bit of it. He also will have to pay 64 points to 61. Moni going to pop the Shadow Bomb again and try and go skyward, but they're moving back away from the zone. Moni does have the builds to challenge, but instead it's just going to opt to play the low ground. As long as he has a tarp there, he should be fine, because Moni will force Amp to waterfall down, which is what he does. One tarp above, Moni in your top right, Amp in your bottom right. You can see the action on the wide. Amp looking for the edit peak as Moni begins to tarp out and go around. Sideways ramps on, flips it back, and now is just hanging out. No pressure yet, and you can see the difference in maps. Because Moni is on the low ground and has to full tarp, he's running out. He's making his move. Sideways up, goes to 90, cones off, and immediately edits forward, but Amp blocks him off. Moni going out for the right, circles around the Storm, misses the first shot, but gets a little bit of shield chip. There's a lot of health damage done from the Storm, and no ground gain, and Moni just meteored himself. We've talked about this before. Those 6 seconds will go down. He has no fall damage, and that's gonna be it. Ticks over, and when the pressure is on, can't let it get to you. Amp, 67 points, 18 coming out from there, and you're saying, yeah, you can hold that L.
Yeah, a lot of people are used to PGing. You forget about the ground game when you get into it. The habits built from practice might not be the best. At the same time, so much room given to these duels to fight all the way from 8th circle, 1v1s. Sometimes decisions are made, and sometimes they're the best, and sometimes not.
Well, a lot of these guys aren't used to necessarily working with that amount of room, right? When you have that much room to work with, it's a little bit, I don't want to say more difficult, but you're thinking more. You have to be more deliberate when you're going. It's less hectic, less playing on reactions, where a lot of these players thrive. But right now, Fulmer proving is not an old man, getting tags and tags and tags, and Johnny gets taken down outside of the top 10 as well, pushing them up to 72 points. We've seen a 74 already. We've seen Landjock and Punisher at 85. That kind of gives you an idea of what that top line looks like. Baller take for the high ground. We've been seeing more of that lately, but Fulmer double edit down. 73 goes away, tries to get the immediate wall replaced, does get it through with some help from Kytrex, and they will take that one away. 2 elims, will be 3 once they take it over. High ground control and top 10.
All these duels are going to be fighting for these elim points. Only 17 players left alive. Sundown, you said that it was a little bit harder or different for duos to adapt to this space when there's so much more room. The big thing as well, there's so many game plans people practice with these end game Discord servers where you're used to seeing a lot of people on mid tarps that you can punish. But in these situations, you kind of have to hound for those elims yourself. So we'll see if that's possible with these players, if they can get towards those positions. But they are very unorthodox and might be a little bit too daunting or frightening at the moment.
And the big question is, how much can you get away with in this circumstance, right? Because if there's 40 people in this lobby right now, you have to full tunnel everywhere. You have to be using all the mats, but how much can you cover yourself? Do you always have to be double tarping as this player does disengage, or can you get away with just throwing a single roof above your head because the players don't have an angle? Right now, Boss Baby and Ramos getting a ton of room to go aggro, but getting it turned around on them. They are able to pick up tough X1, but they need Ramos to disengage over a box, will reset the walls around him, and make sure they get the quick revive. Not bad, and this is one of the advantages of it being so sparse. You have plenty of times to stick a revive in a 6 circle with 16 people left.
Exactly. You still have to play careful, though. 9 duels left alive. There still is one more placement or one batch of placement points left over for these duo players. Very, very silent game at the moment. Usually a lot of action and pressure being dropped down, but obviously anyone in a 1v2 scenario is not going to want to draw too much attention to themselves. Looks like Sir Jaden is in that position as well at the moment. He and his dual partner have been split up, one alive, one not at the moment. Very flat land as well, with a very small high ground tarp that's not too high in the air.
Yeah, just trying to hang out on the far side right now. He is one of 2 solo riders, everyone else having a buddy, but just looking to hang out and being conspicuous. Wants to make top 5, wants 2 more points, just trying to wait it out. But that's pretty much everyone else in the lobby as well, doing everything they can. You see Hannah and Carly over there of Gen G. Shout outs to those ladies. They are absolutely nuts. We're able to put up, I believe it was near a top 25 or top 30 performance yesterday, but absolutely been popping off there. Good to see them in this endgame now as Tyler and Jace are on the high ground trying to make the rotation. Tyler does end up getting picked up by Exotic on the backside, and now Jace is going to be that solo rider. Combat, Flintknock, 2 big pots, and the chug splashes. So plenty to work with as he starts layering down shots, checks his high ground, finds the one, and then knocks down the player, secures his high ground. There is one in the box. He puts the turret down so the player can't put a cone. That might have been 200 IQ. Think he might have been going for a spike drop. Can't quite see what his inventory is there, but needs to catch up to the zone. You saw him considering using the flint knock. Instead, just going to use a little bit of a ramp push to put himself forward, and then drop directly down on top of the player. 73 followed by a 72. Can he find another shot? Is going to chug splash his raw HP back up and continue working on the high ground. Does still have 1 left and the 2 big pots, so wanted to make sure he filled up that health bar before digging into the other ones. As he gets closer to the top 5, gets finally ripped from the far side. Somebody contesting, and Fulmer takes it away. Sneaky on the high ground is old man Fulmer. He's got those quiet steps.
He's got the quiet steps, but he has that loud beam as he's going to now punish everyone else in the lobby below him. Kytrex is also up right now. No dinosaur there, though. He's going to be very adept at seeing who is where and punishing properly anyone who's not building like Eclipse, who gets beamed from the storm. 1 HP at the moment.
And I'm also pretty sure Kytrex is relatively younger, so a little bit of a play on there for Dino Kytrex as we now get closer to that top 5, and we have it there as the players drop in. Eclipse will get the points. Hasty trying to get out, but again, locked in the box in the shadow form, and unfortunately gets ticked over, but Eclipse, no points going through there. Kytrex and Fulmer will be able to run this out, and we're on 74 before those points came through, getting another Elim there, pushing him over with the placement point. 77 is the highest score we've seen so far. Will it be enough? The victory rail and the Elim will push them all the way up to 81. 16 points from Kytrex and Fulmer.
Very, very smart decisions there as well to focus the exact same person making the shadow bombed individual run away and split up that low ground tarp that was already being established. Easy pickups from them. We'll see if it's enough once the leaderboards get updated. Very exciting stuff from West over here. The last spot available in the world.
Yep, and the last Fortnite Battle Royale spot coming out from the Fortnite Online Open qualifiers. It's week 10. It's NA West. It is the final moments. Queues have been closed. This is where you make your extra money or you stay at home. The ones who go to New York City will be celebrating. Everyone else will be looking for their trios for July 14th and the 15th, because again, there's always going to be something more to play for. You can keep track of those in-game tournaments. Got those coming up as well. I mean, I'm excited for that. I've been a big fan of all the trios. Love the trio one-day mode. And I think, like, in terms of the map size, it ends up being where you get some kind of mid and early game contestants, but really, if you want to spread out the map and just loot, you can. So excited to see where that is. But right now, we're in the duos action, the final of it. We got Smoke Notch and Bio on board.
Sana, how would you approach hitting these big, tarped, hard mat bases? How do you kind of get in there without heavy snipers, without stinks? Do you pressure it with the ammo you have, with the amount of players there? What are the risks and rewards of tackling something like that, like a base that big?
Okay, so me personally, no, I don't challenge in these circumstances. Like, if everyone's like boxed up and all this and no